Today, on the Specialist Podcast, we get into a little All-Star Weekend in the QC. We talk some AAF football with Steve Spurrier. We have on Big Daddy Jere Drummond, and we talk about why Kyler Murray will be a Hall of Famer. Welcome to the Specialist Podcast,
where two former mediocre high school special teamers get together and talk all things sports. Welcome back to episode 6 of the Specialist Podcast. If you're still with us along for the ride, Coleman and I really do appreciate it.
Yep, I am Coleman Bazin, guys. We are here for episode 6. Could not be more excited for episode 9. But, man, what a beautiful day it is here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was a great weekend this weekend with some all-star festivities. We met some pretty awesome people. But, Matt, we got someone special on here today. Would you like to tell the listeners what we are giving to them?
Yeah, before we get into the AAF, college basketball, and all those other topics, I'd like to introduce our guest. This guest is the first guest to appear on our entire podcast. That's pretty cool. Profit Advisory Group is a full-service telecom and technology solution partner that can help you with any of your telecom needs. Whether you need to cut costs, buy new service, or change away from your current carrier. The greatest thing is they get paid by the carriers, so there is never any cost to you. Check out their website after you're done checking out the specialists. He's a 2-time state champion. He's the most basic, fundamental white guy on the entire planet, and he always has an agenda. But he's also a co-host of a local sports talk show called J&J. Never heard of it. Have you?
I haven't, but I did hear about something that our guest used to do, which gives him some pretty big clout. I mean, he used to date Maddie Mole, right?
I actually did, yes. 8th grade.
Well, Jerry,
Wait,
you're going to
Maddie the vlogger, right?
Yeah, Maddie Blaine Vlogs.
Okay, we didn't allow you to start speaking yet, so I don't know what you think you're doing here. But, okay, everybody, that is Jerry.
Like J&J, where the J's are talking over each other the whole time.
I thought we agreed to not talk about J&J.
So, Jerry, how you doing? Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me on. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. As Phil Collins would say, I'm glad it's finally here.
And as whatever the guy that opened up All-Star Game, let's get ready to rumble.
That's pretty good, Coleman.
Oh,
Coleman Buffer.
Yeah, that's my name. But no, we're super excited. We got a pretty loaded show because me and Matt spent our weekend in Uptown at the festivities, so it was a really good time. But we're ready to get things rolling.
Yeah, we'll talk about those festivities, which is pretty much All-Star Weekend went on downtown for those of you who live under a rock. We had a great time. We went to a bunch of media events thanks to some great connections and friends of the Specialist Podcast. Coleman got interviewed uptown. We actually were fortunate enough to go to the All-Star Game Sunday night. It was a fun game. There was like a combined over 300 points scored. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it was a really good time. But to open up the weekend, man, the Celebrity All-Star Game, Quavo balled out for the second consecutive year. My boy put up 27 points. He would have won MVP for back-to-back years if it wasn't for his team losing the game. But the MVP, Matt, do you know who Famous Los is?
I don't. Is that the midget?
No, it's not the midget, man. This guy, I don't really know who he is. He's the 16,694th most famous person in the world. So, I mean, he's doing okay. But I have no idea who this guy is. He hit like a 5-point play on Quavo or something.
Wow.
But yeah, Quavo and Ray Allen were definitely the two stories of the night. Another good event was the Rising Stars Challenge. Jason Tatum took home the trophy there. He had a half-court shot to beat Trae Young, which was pretty dope. He also said that the Celtics are going to be winning the NBA Finals after he won that.
Hot take.
Very hot take. A little bit of a train wreck going on down there in Boston right now with Kyrie and everything. But the three-point contest, Joe Harris is the winner. What did you guys think there?
I was very pleased with Joe Harris's performance. At first, I thought the way Danny Green opened up that three-point contest, I thought he was going to win. And then after I saw Steph shoot, I thought he was going to win, but proud of Joe Harris.
Putting on for the Caucasian community, I would say.
Which is rare in the NBA.
So rare. Joe Harris, proud Virginia alum. I'm glad he put on for his city and won the three-point contest. Sad that the Curry brothers didn't get to win in their hometown, but Joe Harris, underdog, love it.
We probably saw it going any way except for Joe Harris's way. I mean, I said Devin Booker. You said Steph Curry, right?
Yeah, either of the Currys, Damian Lillard, there's a lot more people.
Brooklyn Nets are up and coming, is what we're all trying to
Brooklyn
say.
Nets are up and coming, man.
Dinwiddie, D'Angelo, and Joe Harris.
Jared Allen.
Yeah,
Get 5 years, NBA championship. 5 years.
yeah.
Brooklyn Nets.
I feel you on that. But
Eastern Conference Finals.
NBA Finals, I said.
Okay.
okay. Well, moving on to another exciting event that took place that night, the NBA Slam Dunk Contest, and the winner was Hamidou Diallo.
Yeah, Hamidou Diallo. No one's ever heard of him until he held up that trophy at the end of Saturday night's event. It was a sick dunk. I'm not going to lie. Jumping over 7'2" or 3" Shaq and then putting your elbow, hanging that thing in the rim. I mean.
Well, I do have to say, some people do know him. So
That's kind of ignorant.
All the casual NBA fans have never heard of Hamidou Diallo.
Well, Zion Williamson beat Hamidou in the high school slam dunk contest. But Hamidou said, "What's up, Zion? Come get this hardware." So that was pretty cool of him to see. But yeah, when he jumped over Shaq and hung in there, that was super dope. In the final round, when Dennis Smith got a 50, when it took him like 5 attempts to jump over.
Yeah, I think the whole dunk contest rating is completely flawed because I feel like you do a windmill, you're getting all 10s nowadays. Like a 50 is not perfect score anymore, especially after what we've seen in the past. Blake Griffin jumping over a car, Nate Robinson doing some crazy thing, and now you get a 50 for doing that kind of not very impressive dunk after you failed so many times. Just doesn't seem right. But Coleman and Jerry, let me ask you guys, what would you think of all these dunk contests the past, I don't know, decade? Have been kind of boring. You've seen a lot of the same things. What would you think of the three-point contest being at the end instead of the slam dunk? I think the three-point contest is much more entertaining.
I actually completely disagree with you. Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon put on an absolute show when they faced off in the dunk contest. Yes, for the most part, it hasn't been great because these guys just aren't living up. It's because guys like Dwight Howard and such aren't going to perform in the dunk contest. But I actually did see Giannis say dunk contest next year, and Mitchell over on the Jazz said, if you're in, I'm in. So I still like the dunk contest being last because it's got a little bit more flash in it. Jerry, what do you think?
I saw the thing that Matt was talking about on Twitter. I don't know if you move it. I think dunk contest is so it's so classic that you have to have it at the end. But I think they're both entertaining. But the dunk contest needs to be fixed. The judging is flawed. John Collins jumping over a little plane. That was terrible.
That was stupid.
That was so dumb.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Dunk contest should be last if the lineup is stacked. If Giannis is in it next year, I think Giannis said he would maybe do it. And if he would maybe do it, Donovan Mitchell said he'd do it. Yeah. So if all those big names, high flyers are in it, absolutely put it at the end. But if you've got... I'm not trashing, no offense to any of the dunk contest participants of this year, but if you've got them in it, keep it second to last because that three-point shooting lineup was all stars pretty much.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Definitely stacked. But on to the main event, Matt. We spent pretty much all of our Sunday in Uptown at the Westin Hotel trying to meet some people, but then thanks to people who support us, we were able to go to the All-Star game and watch Kevin Durant and Team LeBron get the win. Kevin Durant won MVP. That was a pretty fun time. What do you think?
Yeah, we had a blast. Starting off with all the media events, met a bunch of cool guys, like the ownership, general management of a lot of NBA teams, and just trying to get some advice. We made a lot of connections, but the All-Star game, we didn't expect to go. We didn't know we were going to that until about 3 p.m. that Sunday, so that was an awesome, you could say, surprise.
Yeah, no, it was a great time. Matt, you also got to meet Mark Cuban. That was pretty good. He was wearing a Specialist hoodie, so that was cool to see him wearing that thing,
Yeah. We ship it out to Dallas, baby.
Yeah, man, we D-Town. But no, on the real, guys, the MVP was Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant wins a title this year, is he better than LeBron James?
No, I don't think he's... Okay, he's on the Warriors, so he could not play at all, and they still probably win a title. He's the best scorer in the NBA history, but I don't think he's not better than LeBron, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I say if he wins 2 more titles, regardless of what team, and if he still has the same amount of impact he's having this year, absolutely he's better than LeBron.
That's fair.
Let me rephrase the question. If Kevin Durant this year wins the title, and he leaves to go to New York, and he can bring a title to New York,
Then yes.
you'd say he's better than LeBron?
Does
Of
New York
course.
Does New York have Kyrie? Because they have two.
I don't think it matters who New York has when he goes, whether if he takes Clay, Kyrie, Kawhi. I mean,
Ooh.
there's a ton of free agents for this summer that could easily pair up with him in New York, which I think is going to happen, especially because I am 99% sure the Warriors are going to win another finals this year.
Yeah.
But regardless of who's on his team next year or the years to come, if KD wins a title at New York, absolutely he's better than LeBron.
Yeah.
You could consider him the second greatest player of all time.
Mark D. Gott has been a proud sponsor of local high school athletics for many years. Call Mark D. Gott, attorney at law, for all your legal needs. If Mark D. Gott does not handle your particular need, he will gladly refer you to someone who does. Call Mark D. Gott, attorney at law, at 704-377-5050. That is 704-377-5050.
Now talking about something that starts with an A, but it's not All-Star. It's the AAF. It's the up-and-coming, while the NFL is in its off-season league. Yeah, it's the Alliance of American Football.
The AAF is back. Steve Spurrier is back. Steve Spurrier's 2 for 2, man. His boys down in Orlando, the Orlando Apollos, are 2-0. Steve Spurrier threw a real troll line at Tennessee this week. They asked him about the real hostile crowd, which was a complete joke. And Steve Spurrier responded saying it was about just as loud as Rocky Top over there in Tennessee. So I hate Spurrier as a Gamecock, but he's a pretty funny drunk kind of guy. So props to him for having his boys down there in Orlando at 2-0.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw this. You probably did because it was everywhere on all the sports shows and internet. That no-look pass that was Patrick Mahomes-esque, but it was not Patrick Mahomes. It was Philip Nelson through that backwards pass, you could say. Probably the craziest completion ever, as CBS Sports put it.
Yeah, without a doubt. But I do one more thing about the AAF before we move on. I've been told that I completely trash Wake Forest so far through our first 5 episodes. And so something I want to give them some credit on is on the Arizona Hotshots, who are 2-0. John Walford from Wake Forest is on that team, standing at 6'1", 199 pounds. Congratulations to him, the greatest achievement in Wake Forest football history.
Now on to some fighting for this past weekend. It was a fight night in Phoenix on ESPN Sunday night. Main card was at 9. It was Cain Velasquez, one of the greatest heavyweights in UFC history, facing Francis Ngannou, who was a beast until that little rough patch. And then he's now won 2 straight, beating Curtis Blades, and then knocking out Cain Velasquez, a TKO, in 26 seconds. So that was pretty exciting. He might get the title shot. We'll see. I hope he fights Stipe, and the winner of that faces DC. But you never know. With Dana White as president, anything could happen.
And Matt, while those boys laid the wood with their hands, we're going to move on to the hardwood here. Some college basketball that took place this weekend. Tennessee at Kentucky, excuse me. Huge clash there. Tennessee, number 1 in the nation. They had that super long win streak going. But Kentucky absolutely balled out. P.J. Washington is playing like a grown man as of late. He had 23 points. The little Caucasian man, Tyler Hero, had 15 points and 13 boards. And they absolutely dominated the number 1 team in the nation.
Yeah, the thing I got from that game is Tennessee got just manhandled throughout the game. Keldon Johnson on Kentucky played really well. Tennessee, a bit overrated, I would say. Schedule was a little weak. Only played 3 ranked teams coming in, losing to Kansas. Their only loss prior to Kentucky. But I think the real statement or the real thing I got from that game is Kentucky's legit Final Four team. My opinion.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely. They started off a little rough, but
Yeah.
everyone starts off rough in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, and everyone just overreacted when they got blown out by Duke. Like, it was the first game. Like, let them settle down. They lost. I guess they lost to Alabama, they lost to LSU, but they're going to be okay. They're going to be in Minneapolis. They're going to be fine.
Yeah, they're definitely playing well together this year, or as the year has gone on. Definitely going to be a Final Four team. But a team who will never be a Final Four team, Jerry.
Yep.
Me and you, our Clemson Tigers, earlier this past week lost on a buzzer beater to Miami. And then we have heartbreak right when we think we are coming back against Louisville.
I would like to say, before you guys talk about this game, we'd like to congratulate our guest, Jere Drummond, on getting into the Clemson Bridge program.
Yes, thank you. Only need a 2.5 to get into the real school now, so I'm the real winner of this.
It's going to be like a one and done. So you're like a
I'm
Kentucky freshman.
I'm basically Zion, or an Anthony Davis. I'm a one and done. I'm out. So shout out Tri-County Tech.
I'm really proud of you for getting into
Thank you, brother.
Tri-County.
Yep.
Because as you can tell, they wanted no part of me. And at the end of the day, I still love them. But they missed out.
They did. They missed out on your great communication skills and the way you love others, I would say.
Oh, my God. Dude, thank you so much.
Anytime.
I think the CPCC Geese would beat the Tri-County Tech Warriors.
Really? You think so?
I don't know why I had a hard time saying Tri-County Tech, but I do.
I mean, it's like a alliteration. Tri-count. Nope. No, it's not.
Yeah,
Nope.
it kind of was. I thought
That's why I got bridged.
Tech. No.
All righty. Well, back to the hardwood here. Clemson trailed by 8 with 30 seconds to go. Came back and literally got it to a 1-point game with 3 seconds to go. Stole the inbound. Marquise Reed's layup gets blocked.
Yeah.
Freshman John Newman out of Greensboro puts up a shot when he was kind of falling down, missed it, and it's just your typical day as a Clemson basketball fan. Heartbreak.
The hardest thing about being a Clemson basketball fan is there's so many. They have all the pieces. I feel like to be an NCAA tournament team, but they always choke. You saw it at State, and they should have beat Miami. And I think this all comes back to Brad Burnell. And 2 years ago, they gave him the extension. We could have gotten Will Wade, who's at LSU right now, who's a Clemson grad. So big miss by Dan Radakovich. But, he got us to Sweet 16 last year. I don't think we'll make it that far this year. So I think he's on the hot seat.
He's on the hot seat, but, at least we can hopefully look for an NIT bid.
Yes, but good news is we still have Dabo Swinney, so we're good.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to say, talking about the NIT, do you guys think Clemson's going to the tournament?
Before Miami, before Louisville, yes.
I think they were a lock before those two games.
Louisville, I didn't expect us to win, so I'm really not concerned.
We covered. So.
Yeah, the Miami game is a problem.
That was actually terrible because they're 2-9, and it was good defense by Sheldon Mitchell. The Miami guys hit a good shot, so you can't really
We'd have to definitely win some of these games now that
FSU,
we weren't
Carolina.
supposed to.
Exactly.
FSU was at Tuesday at 9.
Yeah.
That's a must win.
That's a must win.
And Little John.
If you guys win FSU, Boston College, Pitt, Notre Dame, and Syracuse, and you take one against UNC, I think you guys have a tournament.
Would
but
that
you have
20,
to beat
is that
FSU.
20 and 12?
I believe so.
And then if we
Yeah.
do some work in the ACC tournament, win or
get
two.
one
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still top 8 in the standings, so I feel like if you're a top 8 in the ACC, you should get in. Hardest conference in America.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
But moving on to two teams that will be in the tourney without a doubt this week, coming up on Wednesday, 9 o'clock. One of the biggest rivalries in all of college sports. North Carolina is traveling to Duke. What are you guys expecting to happen there?
North Carolina's going to pull out the upset. That's my hot take.
No way.
Yep. I'm saying it just because I'm going against the norm. I think if this year's Little is healthy, they're going to pull out the upset. I think they match up well. Colby White against Trey Jones going to be a good matchup. Cam Johnson, big guard. He can slow down Cam Reddish. Nasir Little's the only one that can guard Zion. So this is going to be a classic. I really hope it's going to be a classic.
Who's going to guard RJ?
It's a great question. I totally forgot about RJ. God, he's so good. I hate him. I hate RJ Barrett. I guess Luke May. No, God, no. No,
Yeah.
God, no. Luke May cannot guard RJ Barrett.
Yeah, I respect your opinion there,
yeah.
but I think Duke's probably going to win this game by 10 to 15 points.
I'm with you. I definitely have Duke.
So Matt and Jerry, Kyler Murray, I know it's been a little bit since he decided that the NFL is going to be the path that he takes. I've got some strong feelings towards this. What do you guys think he should have done? Did he make the right decision in choosing professional football?
I would say I would have gone the baseball route, but I'm not him. So I think he didn't, but he's gonna be an exciting player to watch in the NFL. I think a lot of doubters. So I think he's gonna prove them wrong.
So if you were him, you said you would have chosen baseball.
Yeah,
Why?
much more money in baseball. You saw he was a top 10 pick, got a $9 million. You don't see that kind of money in the NFL for a rookie. But I think he went to the NFL route because if you go majors or you go to the major leagues, you gotta pay your dues in the minors a little bit. So I think that's why he did that. And I think he's a heck of an athlete. So I think he's gonna prove a lot of people wrong in the NFL as well. So but he could have done whatever he wanted to, and I think he would have been great in whatever he did. So I'm glad he chose the NFL though.
I 90% agree with Jerry. I think that his decision to go to the NFL is a good decision, but I think he'd be more successful in MLB. But like Jerry said, he'd have to go through all the minor league, all that business, but where he's going to have a spot on a roster regardless of what happens. He's going to have a spot on the roster. Maybe people are talking Patriots. We'll see. Tom's back up for a couple years, then take that spot.
Oh, yeah.
That would be the best scenario for Kyler. I just don't see him being that great of a quarterback in the NFL.
Well, even if he's not, this is why I think it was such a good decision. Okay. Matt Schaub. What's Matt Schaub done?
Backup quarterback makes
Like
a lot of
Texans
money.
for like 4 years through to Andre Johnson. That's it, right?
Matt Schaub's made $90.6 million, and he is very healthy. His knees are going to feel great when he gets out, when he retires.
Oh, he's still in the league?
Well, he might not still be in the league,
Oh,
but
my.
whatever he's doing, he's completely healthy and
Yeah.
has $90.6 million.
I just remember I played Madden with him. Madden 12.
That's you're better than me.
Mike Glennon has
Oh,
made
God.
22 career starts, and he's earned $27.5 million. He's making over $1 million per start. He's not really that good. So, and Jerry, back to what you said about him not making that type of money. Lamar Jackson's rookie deal as the last pick in the first round was for 4 years, $9.5 million, and he had a $5 million signing bonus. So, if Kyler goes that late, he's looking at that. Baker Mayfield's rookie deal as the first overall pick was 4 years, $32.7 million, and a $21.8 million signing bonus. And in the MLB, the problem is if you get paid when you get paid up front and sign that first deal, you have to wait like 5 to 6 years to get out of like the arbitrary situation and stuff like that. So your first big payday wouldn't even come till you're 26. But say you do well in your first 3 years, first 4 years, you're getting paid right then. So I don't know. Even if he doesn't succeed, and even if he's just a backup and he's like a Matt Schaub or he's like a Mike Glennon, Mark Sanchez, honestly, I think that would be the better way to go because you're going to remain healthy and you're going to get so much money. I think it was a good decision for him in the long run in my end.
Also, I know baseball and football are two completely different games, but I'd rather play 16 games than 60 plus?
62, yeah.
I mean, baseball games, again, are totally different, but he's not pitching. Like, I just think that the more I hear people like you discuss this issue, I am starting to lean towards him going the football route, and I think it's a good decision.
Question: There's 5 quarterbacks who are being talked about taking in the first round: Dwayne Haskins, Drew Lock, Daniel Jones, Will Grier, and Kyler Murray. Where do you think he goes in that list?
I
Shout out Daniel Jones, though.
Yeah,
Charlotte.
CLT 704.
Absolutely. I say probably fourth.
So who do you think goes before him?
Haskins definitely is the first.
I think Daniel Jones should go before him.
Yeah.
He's more of an
Than
NFL-style
Haskins?
quarterback.
But he's better than Haskins.
No. Before Kyler Murray.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So it should be Haskins, Jones, Grier.
Yeah.
I don't know. Drew Lock, he's a little undersized. But he put up numbers in Missouri.
What I think is going to happen is he's going to go fourth. Like Jerry said, I think it's going to be Haskins.
Jones.
Just lost. Yeah, Haskins, Daniel Jones, Will Grier, and then Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we looking at Kyler Murray maybe going? In the
I think
teens?
Kyler Murray's going to be the second quarterback drafted.
Really?
I do.
So who is that? What teams do you think are going to?
Man, when you look at the teams that are available, the Cardinals aren't going to touch anyone. They got Josh Rosen. The 49ers have Garoppolo. The Jets have Darnold. Raiders seem content with Derek Carr. Bruce Arians seems content on Jameis Winston. Man, I don't know, quite frankly, the order. I don't have it right in front of me, but Actually, you could look at teams like the Jaguars, who have the
Yeah.
7th pick,
Yep.
because I think the Giants are going to take Haskins.
Yeah, it's
I
like
mean,
set in
if they
stone.
don't, that'd just be retarded.
Yeah, and so you're looking at the Jags at number 7, the Broncos at number 10. John Elway has got to stop trying to draft quarterbacks that have the same build as him. So maybe he takes a chance there. He literally cannot make any worse decisions than he already has. The Dolphins at 13. So
That's a team that I could see maybe even moving up to get Kyler Murray. I don't think Kyler Murray should be the second pick, like I already said, but I think the Dolphins might try to pursue Kyler Murray. I think he might be a good fit in that program.
watch out for the Jags. Watch out for the Jags to take him at number 7.
I like that.
Just stay tuned for that. He could go late in the first round, but I just
Or
have,
early second.
Yeah.
But
But I've got a feeling he's going to go early, and the Jags might pick him up.
Well, that's pretty much all the content we have for you on this beautiful episode 6. However, Coleman, we have a little contest winner to be revealed.
Matt, who's going to be taking home a specialist long sleeve tee?
Yeah, so let me explain what went on. For those of you who don't follow our Instagram, right now we're about 750 followers. So that's awesome. We're going to try to get to 1,000 in the next 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But our contest was, we gave it about a 3-day span from like Wednesday to like Friday night or Saturday night, don't remember. Whoever subscribes will be entered to win a random drawing for a specialist long sleeve t-shirt. They're awesome. And that winner happened to be Isaac James.
he doesn't even lift. Not that big. I have seen him lift. He doesn't like jump off the page when he lifts. He wears like a core belt when he squats 135. So I'm not really impressed by his workout regimen.
Yeah, he is a winner. He was the dynamic MVP.
Why would you bring that up right here?
Beat your team in the championship.
Yeah, he can guard me. He's very athletic, very well coached.
He's a winner.
He's a winner, yeah.
Yeah, he's a winner. So congrats to Isaac. Big fan of the Specialist podcast, I'm sure.
I'd hope so. I mean, he's subscribed.
Yeah, he subscribed.
Well, Isaac, congrats. And real quick before we close out, Jerry, social media for the people listening that don't already follow you. What are those tags looking like?
So Instagram is Jere Drummond, but I spell my name really weird. So it's JereDrummond. And then Twitter is Jere Drummond 32. And if you want to add me on Snap, I mean, all the single ladies out there, it's Jere Drummond as well. So, but thank you for the shout out, Coleman. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, dude, without a doubt. I mean, possible candidates. I mean, I see Maddie Mole.
One.
Yeah, so definitely add my man on Snapchat. Jerry, Maddie Mole in my eyes is a real candidate for you. I kind of see I see a 98% match there. But who are some other candidates?
Well, first, I'm married to the game, so it's kind of hard to have a relationship right now. In terms of relationships, I'm just looking for a fun-loving, godly woman who can cook and clean and also maybe work and
do your laundry.
Of course, do my
Okay.
laundry, yes, but in a loving way. I don't have to force her to do my laundry. That'd be kind of weird.
Okay, well, yeah, definitely add him. I mean, when he just said he was married to the game, I got chills up and down areas I can't even express here on air. But, guys, Jerry, thank you so much for
thanks for
coming
having
on,
me. A lot of
man.
fun.
Episode 6 in the books. Stay tuned for next week. We've got a pretty big guest coming on. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, next week's going to be awesome. We mentioned Maddie Mole like twice. So we might as well just say, make sure to go watch her vlogs. I think it's, what is it?
Maddie Blaine
Maddie
vlogs.
Blaine vlogs.
Yeah,
So,
subscribe to her.
Subscribe to her.
If she doesn't give us a shout out after
Yeah,
this.
that's what I was saying. Like, the only reason why I'm saying this is because I'm hoping I think she has a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, 581.
That's awesome. Yeah, so
Jerry, I'm
the
a little
reason why-
concerned that you know
like-
that to the number.
It's like a shout out for shout
Yeah,
out.
shout out
But
for shout out. Clout.
Jerry, we love having you on.
Thanks
but
for having
we
me, guys.
Love
A
the
lot of fun.
knowledge about her vlog.
I'm a vlogster. I mean, what can I
You
say?
were in the vlog. I've watched.
I've seen you in the
Yeah, I've
vlog.
seen you in the
Sadly,
vlog.
I was in
There
the
you go.
vlog, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. We look forward to seeing you guys next week.